videos and editing stuff like that, it's easier on Android because like, there's no paid apps. But
Right.
it's just like the UI of an iPhone.
It works a lot better.
Yeah.
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 And I just like, it's going to sound weird, but when I had, the last Android I had was a Galaxy S4.
Nice.
Old school.
Back in the day.
Yeah. And just like coordinating through that and then going to, I think my next phone was that iPhone 5.
Yeah.
I was like, it just feels more secure to me.
Yeah,
I know I
it
don't
just
have the
feels
freedom.
less broken.
Yeah.
Like Android just feels a little, like, a little broken sometimes.
It does. And
Yeah.
it's just like getting these weird phone calls from, like, now I seem to get like the odd one here and there, but like on my Android, it was like, I swear, 3 times a day.
Yeah, I get these. The Google call screening is the shit though, because it'll have the voice, what they're saying, text on your screen, and when people don't know what's happening, they're like, hello, and it has it all out on text. It's the fucking best.
I bet.
And they're
man.
like, is Shaun there? And they can't say my last name.
I was trying to tell
yeah.
my band. Okay, I was
Pawnee Muzik, yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't know how to say his last name. They're
Pawnee
saying
Muzik.
it. I'm like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I got it
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So in your head, just Pawnee Muzik.
And we were remembering it, and then when I go to message you like in a few days after this, like, hey, it's good to release. Shaun.
Dude, yeah, I've heard it butchered.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm used to it.
Fair enough, man. All right, let's dive into it a little bit.
Sounds good.
2023, we just started. You know,
We did.
fun year.
It's already March. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Time is flying by. Like when people tell me you're getting older, so like as time goes on, it's gonna seem like it goes faster.
I turned 30 a week ago. It does go faster.
You don't even look like you're 30.
Dude, thank you. Well, that's the thing. Like, I remember in school, everyone's like, oh, you look so young. And I'm like, yeah, you look so young. Fuck yeah, I'm going to start lying about my age.
Yeah, it turns out I'm actually 21.
I'm 21.
You do look like you're 21. Like,
Thank you. That's the look I'm going for.
It works. Hey,
Thanks.
You know
Thanks,
what? It's
man.
probably nice getting ID'd every
Dude,
now and
I
then.
got ID'd the other day. I think like 2 days ago, I was like, sick. My girlfriend looks at me. She's like, oh, well, you're not that old. I was like, thanks. Yeah, this is good.
It works. It works. So Gloom.
Yeah.
Let's dive into that a little bit. For those who don't know and everything else, do you want to fill us in a little bit?
Gloom. My name is Shaun. I play bass. I started the band in April of 2020. The only original member. It kind of started as I didn't even know what I wanted to do with it, and it was just kind of something to keep me busy during COVID. I hadn't actually picked up a guitar in almost like 4 years after my old band Point Place. I just was kind of done. I didn't want to do it. And then it was my dad. Like, I'd see him and he'd be like, you gotta be in a band, you gotta write music. I was like, fuck, fine. So during COVID, I was like, okay, I've always been into recording, so it was easy for me just to sit down and start, right? So
Yeah.
that's kind of where it all started.
Nice.
Yeah, just in a basement and me in the corner alone in the morning, just playing guitar and going, oh, this sounds cool.
Did it start right before COVID or right during COVID?
I think so. I bought a used iMac in January of 2020, so it would have been right before. And then, but like the idea for Gloom, it would have been like, I think we actually like officially started it in April, but I think Gloom would have started like probably like very beginning, like March, like first week, second week of COVID kind of thing, like middle of March.
Nice.
Yeah, so something like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And any future releases coming out here soon
Yes.
that you might want to dive into?
So I don't want to give a date because it's not done. We have a lot of the band members are out of town a lot of the time, so it's just getting together to finalize and like redo things and blah blah blah. But I'm hoping for the summer. A lot of this stuff was written in a time where I didn't know if Gloom was going to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So to actually be able to release it like a year later, is fucking cool.
Yeah.
And the reception on the 2 new songs we've released with this new lineup, with all the new stuff so far, has just been insane. Like, our Spotify plays were, I don't know, the top song might have been a couple thousand. And I think 3 months, 4 months, something like that. We got God Complex to 10,000 plays.
Nice.
It was so well received on a lot of like deathcore, like forums, a lot of deathcore like playlists and stuff like that.
It's a heavy one.
Yeah. That was the last one I wrote. I was literally in like that song came to me. It was I knew I wanted a song. I needed a heavy song like that for this EP, and I didn't really have. There's a lot of melody. We're incorporating more singing into the music, but I was like, I need just like an ass ripper of a song. So, and I was like, it'll come to me. And I was in my kitchen talking to my girlfriend. I was like, hold on, grab my guitar, and I just played the intro, like little stabby riff thing I did there, and I wrote that song in like an hour. Yeah, that's one of those ones that just flowed right out.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
Yeah, just the reception has been amazing. So
that one, I don't know if I've already sent you something where you can like apply to Spotify playlisting for free.
That's how we. That's
yeah.
Secret.
Our little secret. But
I was like, you guys are buying plays. I'm like, no, just sit on Reddit and just like have $20 you can spend for curators to listen to your shit, and everyone's like, what do you like? Because I've seen it already, buying plays. Like I've seen bands do it, but go to Reddit. Reddit is like, I know YouTubers, like personal friends of mine, who have blown up by posting one video to a thread on Reddit and blowing up.
That
Reddit is Reddit. Reddit's your friend.
That one,
but Reddit's also harsh. So I post it and I just don't go back.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
so you're like, I don't want to see any of the hate. That's gonna hurt.
I was like, I know it'll upset me, so I just stay away.
Totally.
So
trust.
Yeah, Reddit.
I actually kind of personally, that one and TikTok I don't use.
TikTok, I don't get it, but our drummer Jacob, who's a sweetheart, hi Jacob, just like the best asset. Like everybody's an asset, but he has a lot of graphic design and video knowledge and stuff. So that has been a massive asset. Just to Gloom in itself, just being able to do everything.
Well, he does photography too.
Yeah. So our only Gloom shoot we had there from like a month or two ago or whatever. Yeah, he did that one.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So
it was in Josh's bed.
Josh, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. I'm supposed to mention all their names. So Josh, Trevor, and then on stage we have Ray. Yeah. And I mentioned Jacob. His name's Jacob.
Has Ray played the bass before?
Yes.
For you guys?
He has. He played with us he would have played with us last February at the VAT in Red Deer and at our CD release in Edmonton last March. Yeah. He played. He's
Love
the best.
That guy.
Love that
Fun
guy.
fact about that guy?
Yeah.
Taught my brother bass guitar.
No shit.
Yeah. In Tofield, where I grew up, small town.
Nice.
He used to drive out there and just like do music lessons once a week. It was
crazy.
Like, small world.
There you go, Ray.
Yeah. Shout out to Ray.
That's awesome.
So, shows.
Yep.
Anything you want to announce? Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, because we can.
Yeah.
By the time this episode comes out, and if it comes out earlier for some reason, I'm so fucking sorry, and I hope no promoters here, and some dick's gonna be like, hey man, here's the link, fucking asshole, announced it early. But we have on April fucking 28th.
You gotta look it up.
I don't want to fuck the date up.
Yeah.
I'll feel so horribly bad.
It's all good.
But we got the posters today, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, it's on April.
Somewhere here.
Because I have an Android and I'm too stupid to use it.
It's all good.
Like when I got my my new vehicle, I like stepped in. I'm like, I'm too dumb for this car.
It's too advanced for me.
Saturday, April 29th. And so it's us. We're just going to be opening the show. And then we have Trench headlining. They were just here with Cancer Bats yesterday. Mm-hmm. And then we also have the Satanic Tea Company band, which I've been following. Satanic Tea Company, been interested in it. I don't know. I know Dom used to be in Slumlord. That's all I know, and I loved Slumlord, so it'll be a fucking sick show.
Yeah.
It'll be a loud show.
Yeah, no doubt.
Trench is loud.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
They're kind of like down that avenue of hardcore I really fuck with, but I'm still trying to get into like their new EP. Like it's just track by track for me, but slowly.
I'm with you. Like don't get me wrong, I love seeing a live hardcore band, but I'm very selective like listening to it. I need melody in my music. Like, don't get me wrong, I like it just a good like heavy song, but I'm a melody person.
Yeah.
So
trust.
Yeah.
I went to a local hardcore show here not too long ago. I'm trying to think, there was
who played?
Guilt of Admission was there, and Delusion headlined, and one of the dudes from Trench is in Delusion. He frontmans it. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like a tattoo artist. He's pretty well known.
Where's Trench? Aren't they from out east?
Trench?
Yeah, I thought they were
Calgary,
out east.
I think.
Oh, yeah, no, they are Calgary. I'm thinking of I don't know, somebody else. That's right. But yes, okay.
Oh, that style of hardcore, like Delusion, was so good. I was like,
yeah.
this is fucking awesome,
just gets you pissed.
Man. Oh, but at the same time, pissed, but like
good pissed.
Yeah, I get to release it, and I
positively pissed.
Yeah. Like I used to kind of throw down a bit more than like I do now. Sometimes I'm like, it depends on my mood, right? I'm at a show, I could be like, I just want to vibe tonight. I don't want to throw down, or like you guys hit stage and you're playing Lamb of God, and I'm like,
yeah. You know, if there's like homies on stage, like I'm the guy just watching in the back and I'm having a great time. I'll look like I'm not, but I promise I am. My back's just sore or something. But like, if there's a homie playing, like I'll just go out. I don't even give a shit.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so.
I know a couple shows I've been looking at the front and I'm like, Shaun.
Yeah, I'll always. Oh yeah, anytime you guys play, I'll always.
Respect.
Anytime a homie's on stage, and I'll like yell at people. I'm like, hey, you paid $10 to sit on your ass. No, you can do that at home. Come on.
Yeah, fair.
That's
fair.
what and like respect. Even when we first started playing again back to COVID, like my line was we get on stage and before we'd start, be like, all right, you guys sat for 2 years and bitched how you wanted to have fun. You want this, so show me you want it. And every time, it just the room would stand up.
Totally. You guys bring that energy though. When with the couple times I've seen Gloom perform, I've seen that.
That was a big thing.
Step up.
Well, because like when right before we played our first show, like I had our vocalist Zach and I think it was our drummer Doug. They looked at me and like they were like, I'm nervous, and I still remember it was from a Lamb of God DVD, Walk With Me in Hell. If you've ever seen it, I know that DVD like front to back.
Nice.
But in the section where they talk about how they're opening for Slayer, Mark Morton, their guitar player, goes, yeah, it's Slayer, but you don't walk down with your head bowed. And that's the whole thing. Like, no disrespect to any bands we ever play with. Like, it's an honor to share the stage, but you have to carry yourself with like a degree of confidence. Because if you believe in what you're doing, then it's easy to get that crowd to come up, right? And I think that's kind of what started to work really well for us. So nice.
I've always been of the mindset of play every show like it's your last.
Exactly.
You never know. So I
don't care if there's 2 people there or 200 people there. Like I'm still gonna leave sore. I'm still gonna leave sweaty. Like I like fuck. If we're playing for the sound guy, I'll put on a show because maybe that sound guy knows somebody, dude, right?
Not even blowing smoke up your ass right now. Your bass tone to this day,
dude,
my favorite.
That's the only thing I will always be like. My bass tone fucking rules. It's well because like you see a lot of like bass players, but it feels like they just don't want to play bass, or it looks like, or it sounds like they don't want to play bass, but like. Why not treat it? Because for me, I was like, I've always liked playing bass live. So I remember I was 14 years old and it was Behemoth sound checking. And I still remember hearing their bass player's bass tone. Nice. And I was like, that. And ever since that day, I've been just this distorted, like chainsaw. Yeah.
Interesting.
But it sucks when you get a sound guy who's like in their 60s. Like we did once. He looked at me and was like, and he put an SM57, and for people who don't know, it's not a microphone that'll capture the low end of a bass guitar. And he puts a microphone up to my cabinet, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And I was like, dude, you just DI it. Like, it's just a distorted bass. Like, it's okay. Yeah.
Did he listen to you, though? Did he end up DIing it?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah. Something was fucky with I remember someone complaining about something with the monitors. I don't know. But all I know is I saw him put that mic there. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But I feel like more nowadays it's more common to hear like someone with a distorted bass or hear someone with like playing the backtracks and all that stuff. So
I'm going to backpedal a bit here. How was Behemoth?
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Love Behemoth. So, dude, that was my second concert ever. I was like 14 years old. It was Keep of Callison, Behemoth, and Dimmu Borgir.
Good memory.
Yeah. It was fucking... All I remember is it was at Ed's. And you know the Pillars?
Yeah.
So Behemoth started, and I'm 14, and so I'm like only like 5'9", 170 pounds. I'm not a big guy. At 14, I was 100 pounds and probably like 5'4". Everybody just rushed the stage, and I remember being suspended in midair between like people. Behemoth was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good though. Yeah, I haven't seen him since, but
Did they wear those platform boots?
Oh yeah, they fucking all out, man. It was a good show.
I can admire that for like just getting the whole get up together, you know?
Yeah. We've been like toying around with the idea, not to that degree, obviously, but like an outfit, like a coordinated outfit. So like do shit on your mic stand.
Yeah, of course.
Stand out a little bit.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, anything that adds a little bit of extra like pizzazz to your show, you know?
Well, that's kind of the thing, and I feel like a lot of people are like, what are you doing different? I'm like, just those little things, like put a reverse cymbal in your recording from your verse to your chorus. Trust me.
Yeah.
You don't think it'll do much, but fuck me, it'll make that chorus hit. And like, it's just the little things like that, or like having coordinated outfits, or like having an emblem or a sigil or something people remember you with, right? So,
well, I just went to Bono Osiris last week.
How was it? I didn't go.
Good, dude.
How was Soul Runner? I love you guys.
Yeah, so good, of course. And I came at 8, so Soul Runner was halfway through their set, but I got to see the song I really like, Ghost Car.
Nice.
They finished
great
with
song.
it. Oh, so Fuck good. Yeah. And I was like, my boy Max on the drums.
I love Max.
Shout out. Yeah.
Yeah, love Max.
Guy's a legend. But yeah, the whole band performed really good. And it was actually the band that went on next, Bystander.
What were the I've never heard of the other two.
They were like metalcore, but like with a hardcore sense, you know? Like they kind of like you guys.
Like beat downy metalcore.
Yeah,
okay.
There you go, exactly. Yeah. And all I can specifically remember that stood out a lot was the bass booms and the snare bombs.
That's my shit.
It's like, dude, we need to start doing that.
I put those in our backtrack snare bombs. Yeah.
Oh, dude, nice. Yeah, that's good. I love that shit. It just hits on it. I can admire the little tidbits that bands do.
And like I know backing tracks is such a sensitive topic for everybody, but I'll put it this way: if someone wants to hire me, someone to play keyboard and to full string orchestra. Mm-hmm. And woodwinds and the whole nine, fuck it, yeah. Like I'll go live, I'll do it live. I can do it.
Yeah,
but I just don't have the money.
Yeah,
and it comes down to money. But like I'll never backtrack vocals, never backtrack a guitar unless we're down a guitar player.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. But that's what it is. And I think it's just this super sensitive thing. But like 99% of bands, like they're in our world, they're using a backtrack.
Yeah,
or at least playing to a click, just even if there's no backtracks behind it.
They're not even using real drums.
Yeah, fucking when Metallica's here one time, Lars samples all his drums live to just get the same velocity, but I guess his toms were misfiring.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's actually getting that Saint Anger tone.
Yeah. Dude, I found this link. It was like the Saint Anger drums isolated. I haven't listened. I saw it today. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll send it to you later. I just want to hear that piece of shit snare. There's a tattoo I saw, and it's like Saint Anger. It's just a snare drum. It just says snares off.
Ooh. Well, everyone comments on that album about the snare tone, and I get it. It does kind of resonate weird.
Yeah.
But the drums themselves
are good.
Yeah, he went hard on the kicks.
Yeah. It's just that snare is just, what the fuck happened?
That sounds mint, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck, who did? I just want to know who's like, that's the sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would be really curious to find that out too. Have you ever watched the DVD for it?
I did years ago. I just remember Lars getting mad on it. That's all I fucking remember.
There's this funny ass meme video I show all my bandmates all the time. They probably get annoyed of it, but it's where the guitar players are like playing back and forth. Like I can't remember their names right now, but it's like the one guy. It's like a meme where you're showing
and James. There we go.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I was slipping my mind. Anyways,
you're showing your friend how to play guitar, and it's like da 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 da, and then the other friend's like doo doo doo. And he's like kind of fucking making weird noises,
fucking it up,
and it goes back and forth kind of quickly. Oh man, it just makes me like.
Have you ever seen the one where it's bands on stage but there's no audio, so you just hear their shoes fucking squeaking around?
I've seen that.
That fucking kills me every time.
That shit is awesome.
I do want to do like a guitar cover of like a drum solo and like post it, and I'll like sit on the chair and just let the drums play and hold the guitar for like. Yeah. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, it would be like he covered a fucking drum solo on guitar.
What is this guy doing?
Like bass cover next.
Oh man, but you know what? I would love to see Gloom on. I know you're probably trying for it, but like some festivals.
Yeah, so we had that conversation earlier this year because like I know Loud as Hell got announced today. We were like, we need one more summer season to kind of now with the new lineup and all the new guys and stuff like. it's finally at that place where it feels right, and it just doesn't feel stressful. It doesn't feel like everything just feels natural, right? So, and we're like, let's work with this locally for, you know, the time being. We might get out of town. Like our guitar player Trevor's never been to Calgary, so it's more so playing in Calgary so Trevor can go to Calgary.
Really?
Yeah, he's never been.
Shit.
Yeah, Trevor.
Well,
yeah, he's never been. So
you're gonna be stoked.
Like, I was like, I want to go to Calgary for that fact, but like we're gonna stay local. We have I don't know if I can talk about it too much, but there's a show in June, I think at the Aviary, as far as I know. I believe we're headlining.
Nice.
I believe. That'll be a fun one.
Dude, that's where I went to that local hardcore show.
Yeah?
I love that venue.
Dude, that's like the top venue now. Like Temple's good, but like there's something about that, like being able to just pack Aviary.
Yes, yeah.
Like we played the one time there, and it was just like a little sweatbox. And like, don't get me wrong, I love how Temple sounds, but a little just cram everybody side by side Aviary, and you just look out, and it's just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Buckingham. I really like the Buck.
Yeah. So
it's cool.
April 29th, Gloom Trench.
There you go.
Satanic Tea Company.
Writing these notes down.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a pre-sale link in our link tree.
Yeah.
It will be.
Okay, maybe I'll in the comments on YouTube and that, I'll link the event.
Yeah, I'll send you all the info and all that stuff.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Sick.
And okay, so I'm gonna pour another drink here soon. You want one?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay, that would be sick. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna move that and get the drinks out, and you can answer all you want. But you do a little bit of stuff outside of Gloom, recording wise, right?
Yeah.
You want to dive into that a little bit?
Yeah. God, everyone's gonna hate me right away. Okay, guys.
We love you.
Let's talk about compressors. So back when I probably would have been like 14, 15 years old. Just hearing all these bands. Oh, man down. Woo!
That's gonna be fun.
There we go. No, keep it in. Yeah. Keep it in. Okay. We will show them this is a metaphor for life is not always perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Despite my appearance.
Oh my god. This is not working out at all.
I can just hold it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it for you.
We just put her on the... We should keep this in.
We're gonna keep
Oh, fuck yeah, we're going to keep this in. Anyway, so, compressors. I started, like, hearing recordings, and, like, I'm not trying to talk badly about anybody doing recordings in the city at the time. I don't even know if there were any. This would have been, like, 2007. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was just like, how do I make my band sound like anything that Joey Sturgis has touched? So Miss May I, Attack, fucking Of Mice and Men. I love that. Like, Joey Sturgis is the reason I got into this. And I was like, I knew enough about EQ to realize, like, how to make my kick drum get that click, or like how to get my snare drum to cut through. So what I would do is we had a little 8-track 2-input little portable recorder, and we would just mic kick and snare, but I would run the kick mic and snare mics through like EQ guitar pedals.
Green apple or Pilsner?
Oh, green apple. That sounds delicious. Yeah, and I would run it through guitar pedals. And and I would started recording like that, and then I think it was Audacity for Windows. I think everybody's used it at some point. Started doing recordings like that, and like I think I bought a cheap audio interface, but didn't really know what I was doing. And then it came to, like, I'd always been kind of casually doing it just through my teenage years and early 20s. And then one of the pop punk bands I played in called Point Place, prior to me joining the band, they actually hit me up and asked me just to record I think it was like a 5-song demo. Yeah, so I was like, fuck it, sure, because my brother was singing in the band. So I was like, fuck it, sure. I'll record it, whatever. Recorded it, and then I remember just sitting, one of my old metalcore bands at the time had been just kind of falling apart. Like, everyone's just life shit. So I get a text message from them, and they're like, do you want to just play guitar for us? So I'm like, fuck it, sure. So I did that, and then didn't really do the whole recording thing. Like, I had the knowledge, but it was honestly during COVID. Like, I started Gloom, and then I was like, okay, I know how to do this stuff. Like, I've always kind of fucked around a little. But then I paid, like, a couple of years ago, I'd paid for and got an audio engineering certificate just to know, like, the theory behind everything, why you put a mic in a certain place, why you use a compressor, why you want to EQ, blah, 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 shit like that.
The important stuff.
Yeah, and then just during COVID, like, I would record, like, half the reason I started Gloom is just because I was writing metal songs just to record and mix them. And then it kind of just went, well, maybe I should start a band again because like I'm writing these songs and they're not bad, so I'll see. And Gloom and the whole recording thing just kind of came together almost hand in hand. And then check out anything recently by Letters to Elise. Brandon and Dylan, love you guys. I've been working with them quite a bit.
Nice.
Yeah, they did a cover of Stay back in the summer. I recorded. I think they released that, and then another original called Grave.
Did you track that for them?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Stay. Yeah, I did Stay, and another one called Grave for them.
Sweet.
We actually just. I'm not going to say too much about it, but we started working on the weekend. My favorite Letters to Elise song like ever. Like I used to play in the band, hands down. Brandon, you know what song this is. It's fucking awesome. So check Letters to Elise out from Edmonton.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just something because like everything I do is music. I always have music like in my ears. I always have music playing at home. And like even I'll just pick up a guitar. Sometimes I just want to, it sounds weird, but I just want to mix a snare drum.
Right.
You know, and I'm just like, fuck it. Let's try, get better at this. Let's try. And it's one of those things that I'm just kind of like, I've taken a liking to this and I don't think I'm half bad. So if anyone wants to do recordings, give me a message. I'm your guy.
Hell yeah, dude! Some of the samples that you used to post on like Instagram, I'd be like, dude,
a lot
those
of the
drums.
Stuff, that's the thing. Drums make or break a recording, man. If you have shit drums, like it sounds, but like your recording's almost unlistenable. Like if your kicks are like, boop, 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 like just little, like it sounds like something hitting a pillow. Like it's just.
That's true.
Yeah, it's yeah. You just
need
want
good
it to
drums.
sound good. Good drums is the key to it, and yeah. And that was kind of my thing is focus on the drums. Like I said, when it was Joey Sturgis, he did this thing with drums. Like that snare was just fucking huge. And so any recordings, like any of the Gloom stuff, you'll hear that snare is just cranked
right
on purpose.
Yeah, 100%.
Always. Yeah,
Hey.
between him and then Taylor Larson, another producer, I look up to just loud snares and good snares.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you ever follow anything that Will Putney does?
Always love Will Putney.
legend.
Yeah. He's that dude, and then even just playing an end, like that's what if my ideal scenario, like end goal in life, is to be a Will Putney.
I see
the band and the music thing, right? Like,
yeah.
and to be able to casually tour and play shows like when I can, but also do the recording thing, right? Like he was in fucking Forbes magazine. Yeah, Forbes did a fucking feature on him a few years ago, like 2-3 years ago. Yeah, it was fucking cool.
That is cool.
Yeah,
I've definitely reached out to get a quote.
I always tag I'll take a selfie on Instagram, just tag Vogue.
Okay, yeah.
They never get back to me.
Aw.
Fuckers.
Yeah,
even my dog. I tagged my dog. I have a beautiful husky. I guess Vogue hates dogs. God.
Vogue, if you're listening.
Yeah, Vogue.
Gotta step up.
You got a nice face for your cover right here. Look at this shit.
Model material.
Yeah.
I gotta get you in Apureevil stuff and
Dude, yeah, please.
repping.
Please, I'll buy it from you. You don't have to give me anything. I'll support you. That's the thing. I'll always support friends. It's like people hit me up and be like, yo, can you just like hook up a recording? I'm like, yeah. And then they want like 20 fucking revisions.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
With Letters to Elise, is it just the two members?
Yeah, just the two now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I played my first show at 13 with Letters. Well, they were called Late Slip at the time.
Right.
But yeah, so like it's crazy to have a band I literally started my musical adventure with and to still be in contact with those dudes. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be able to, and I remember their set. Like I remember seeing Brandon, his cool red swoopy dyed emo hair. I'm pretty sure it was red. I'm going to make sure he listens to this episode.
You need to clarify with me. Is that red hair?
Is that Brandon? Is that red? Red hair?
That'd be funny if he like brought that look back for a show.
I remember looking at them at 13 going, I want to look like that.
Oh boy.
Me and my sister's jeans going, one day.
Yeah.
One day I'll have my own jeans that are tight.
I was just going to say.
And now look at me, everyone. Don't ever follow your dreams, guys, because they'll make them for you.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Those tight jeans, man.
Yep, still get
For
made
life.
fun of for it. Yeah, for life, though. For life. See me in baggy jeans? I look like a tool.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
I can't even imagine.
Going for Vogue here.
Yeah. So as douchey as you can get.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Any realms that you step outside of that?
I mean, I want to get into photography. I know I have a decent eye for it. It's just like finding time between like
trust.
Yeah, dude. It's either picking up a new hobby, because I used to play in 3 bands, and that's just, it's too much. Like, shout out Repulsive Prize and Young Link. Love those guys.
Yeah.
But like, it's so much like of my time, and like sometimes like this sounds bad, but I just want to like get high, sit on my couch, and eat a bowl of cereal. And like,
dude, that's
right now in life, I've had now life's starting to calm down for me. So like, I'm like, you know what? No, like I'm gonna, like once summer picks up, I'll start doing shit again. But like, I don't know. I want to get out. I used to skateboard quite a bit. Like I can still kickflip.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's a good crowd pleaser.
Yeah. You hear that?
Yeah. A kickflip for you
this
guys.
Guy, yeah. Fall. Say, get him in a skateboard magazine.
Yeah. And fall on your property and sue you.
Or that.
Or that. But yeah, no, still can't kickflip. But like that, always video games, like the new Zelda game, like I have Majora's Mask.
Oh,
so yeah, new Zelda comes out in May. Yeah, new Zelda game comes out in May. So that like I took a week off work.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just gonna
dedicated.
Yeah. That, but Zelda, and I mean now I just play World of Warcraft all the time.
Okay.
Any of my friends know, like especially some of my older bandmates, like I was good.
Dude. WoW has been around for so freaking long.
I've been playing since OG. Well, I took breaks after I like became an adult because I didn't have the time, but like I was bored over like I think it was like COVID, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just play World of Warcraft again.
So before COVID, when did you and like when you last played it, do you remember how long of the gap was?
Fuck, probably like 8-9 years.
Really?
Oh yeah, a while. So like
Shit.
I played the first like 4 expansions,
right?
And then I was in like number 2 guild on my server and shit. Like I went like hard, like scheduled. Like I had an interview to be in my guild.
Really?
Oh yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Oh dude, I was like hardcore World of Warcraft. Like yeah. So we actually met like Corpse Grinder and Cannibal Corpse, their singer, plays World of Warcraft, and like back then, like in 2008 probably. He, like, it was common knowledge, his character names. We found him and talked to him on fucking World of Warcraft.
No way.
Yeah, his warrior's name is Grindar, and that's who we talked to. Yeah, I can't remember the realm he was on. But yeah, we found him. We made a character called Looking for George Fisher. And someone's like, these are his character names, and then we found him online. And we're like, are you the singer of Cannibal Corpse? He's like, yes.
What
and then we were
hell?
like, hop on, because there was one like published character name of his. We're like, if you're actually him, like hop on that character, and he did. Yeah. Just like the most solid dude.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever met him in person?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
Because every time they come here, they play like the Starlight and get it absolutely packed.
Yeah.
But I remember in grade like 7 and 8, I had, well, even I think throughout high school, I kept it. I had this really cool wallet. It's a Cannibal Corpse wallet with like a chain attached to it.
Was it the kill wallet?
It was black and red.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It was cool. I got it from the little video store in my town, and I'll never forget that. That was so cool. Like, you guys had some cool merch. Like, got to bring that kind of like edgy style back.
There's wallet chains are coming back. I swear to God.
I hope so.
Well, I had this theory because like when I was in that Point Place band pop punk, like metalcore is my thing. Everyone shits on me, but like I will wave that metalcore flag loud and proud, like till I die.
Nice.
And like I always I forgot where I was going with this. Something with metalcore, Point Place.
Yeah, and you're always gonna be dedicated to metalcore.
What were we talking about just before that? I fucking forgot.
Your flag, Cannibal Corpse.
How did we go from Cannibal Corpse to my pop punk band?
Because you're saying you're always gonna be a metalcore guy, and even in your pop punk band, like
I don't know, I lost it. Fuck guys, it'll come back.
It'll come back. Yeah.
It'll come back.
We got time.
Anyways.
That's cool. I'm actually super similar. Metalcore has always been my favorite go-to since I was, I think, grade 7. I want to say around then.
Mine was like grade 7, grade 8.
Nice. Yeah. Even Bullet Man, I still love.
What
Bullet
was the
for my Valentine.
first song? Fuck yeah. Everybody does. No one wants to admit, but like I'll admit this like loud. I love Asking Alexandria. Their newer stuff, not the biggest fan. Like it's just not for me. But like those first 2 albums and then the Black, I fucking love. Like I will shamelessly admit it because
God,
like it's timeless. I've seen them so many times. I mean, now it's pretty cheesy, and like listening to breakdowns tuned in drop D is just like, yeah, it's like a chihuahua trying to intimidate you.
How did they do this back then?
I'll listen to it. I was like, okay, but like some of the songs that like there's like this second Attack album though is still fucking gold. The first one with Caleb, that album fucking rips. Oh my god, so good.
Crabcore, the meme is like so funny.
Yeah, it's coming back, man. That's what I was saying with my pop punk band. Here we go. The whole time, because like that's when metalcore was in the every band's trying to be Linkin Park phase, and I was like, no, it'll come back, and I'll start a fucking metalcore band when it fucking came back.
Nice.
Yeah. So because everything like because I was like, okay, new metal's coming back, metalcore's next, and sure as shit, everything repeats.
Let's keep it there for a while.
Yeah. Don't move on. Don't try to be Linkin Park. You can't.
Yeah, there was one Linkin Park for a reason.
Yeah. Can't be Linkin Park.
But yeah, man, that's when I listen to those kind of bands like Linkin Park, Bullet for My Valentine, Killswitch Engage, it's just always such a throwback for me. I really admire those bands for what they've gone through and the staple they left, you know?
Well, to be like, and a lot of these bands like Bullet for My Valentine, even Asking Alexandria, these are huge bands now who like were shit on 24/7, but it's crazy. Like that's like with anything, the people like look at Nickelback. Like I think more people love them than hate them now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Like I saw them last time they were here.
Really?
So good. Yeah, so good.
My mom's a huge fan.
I saw Juicy J the last time he was here. That was so good.
Yeah, walk me through that.
I had a couple drinks. I had to leave because I was like, I'm so drunk. Like I was like, I'm not throwing up in the middle of Union Hall. I've never felt so out of place in my life. But like, he had a twerking contest for his chains.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Did you partake?
No, I wish. But I was just like, this is a thing this is my life right now. I'm witnessing a twerking contest for Juicy J's chains. Like it was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy crap. Do you ever see yourself doing a different style of music one day?
Yeah, I do want to do like my own thing. I just don't know what I want it to sound like. I'm a big fan, like massive fan of like indie pop music. So like think of like Nightly, or I mean the band Camino's a little more mainstream than that, but like shit like that. Even like the new Stereos record, like it's all in that same vein. Just I love pop music.
No way.
Yeah, it's just even when it goes to like writing Gloom songs, all our newest stuff, it's still, even the song we just released, Neurosis, check it out on Spotify. I'll always look at the camera. You got to.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah, that song, like that one, I was like, I'm writing a fucking pop song for that one, and that's kind of what it came out as. And we hear like when we submitted it to, there's one website we use when we submit it to curators and stuff, and we can see like if they've accepted or declined it to add it to their playlist, to give it a shout out, whatever.
Right.
We can see when they stopped it, like the timestamp, and it's always right after the high note in the chorus.
Interesting.
Yeah, and we're like, okay, we wrote that chorus. Because that was the whole thing. We're like, we need that chorus. We need a chorus. So
right.
That was kind of the focus on this one. It was having that memorable, catchy chorus, and then but still maintaining that heaviness.
Right. Yeah.
And I think like between God Complex and Neurosis that we've released recently, like the rest of the stuff is just have those two songs just run into each other.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we did the one heavy and then the one like Neurosis being the lightest, I guess.
And don't mind me backpedaling a bit here. When you said the release in the summer, perhaps, is that going to be another kind of EP then?
It'll be, I think, EP. Okay. It might be an LP. Might. We just added a song, I think, the other day. Like, the thing that sucks is, like, I write songs when I'm bored. Like, I'll write 2 a week, usually.
Nice.
And everyone liked one.
Yeah.
Liked it enough to go, well, it's not out yet. But, like, it's a good song, but it's, like, we call it dad rock right now. So we'll see what... it's not
Anything
that. I'll play it for you.
Boom, ka, boom, ka.
I think... No, it's not that dad rock. It's got, like, think, like... it's almost, like, new metal-y. Think about like when Wage War goes dad rock. Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
That could be hit or miss for me.
Yeah, it
Shaun.
depends on the vocals. I'm not a fan of the new Wage War stuff.
Yeah. There's a song here and there that I'm like, okay, not bad, but
I feel like you hear that it's you can hear that desperation in trying to be the radio single.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I want to make sure we don't have. Is like we're just trying to make that chorus, trying to have a single. It's like no.
Yeah.
I still want to make sure we're heavy and still make sure that live show, cuz like half the reason playing in a pop punk band, and I've always played in metal prior to that, is seeing like, don't get me wrong, you still see mosh pits and stuff, but it's not the same. Like I want to see dudes flying off the stage. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
To see people like just move to your music or like scream your words back to you or whatever. And I just feel it's always been the energy that comes with metal.
Right.
That just keeps me going back.
So if you do something separate from Gloom, it'll be a different genre.
Oh, absolutely. Like it'll be softer.
Hip hop.
I got asked, someone hit me up for beats the other day. Like I can produce a beat so well. I've done it before, but
really,
I don't want to try. I will rap though. Maybe I'll release a rap song April Fools.
Dude, that would be dope.
We did a cover of. We never released it on April Fools because everybody had done it. Like I was showing friends, like, oh, someone else did it. I'm like, fuck, you guys are taking the fun. But we did Trapped Headstrong.
Nice.
But we changed the lyrics.
Interesting.
Yeah. Huh. I'll play. I think I have it on my phone. I'll play it for you after. It's pretty good.
Definitely.
But yeah, we never released it. But this April rap song actually isn't a bad idea.
Got you thinking now.
Right, yeah. And everyone else will be down too. Like I know Jacob will do it.
He'll be like, come on, I don't even care if it's fake drums. We got to play it live.
Our live guitar player, Ray, he had a couple rap songs. I wish I could find them. I've never cried laughing listening to someone's genius, hilarious lyrics before. But, like, he showed me, and I was, like, on the floor, like, holy fuck.
Like, so he actually rapped over a song?
Yeah, well, like, he rapped over a beat, but, like, the lyrics he wrote were, fuck, I wish they were too genius. I'm not even going to try to remember them, like, and fuck them up. But, like, holy fuck, I was laughing so hard. It's something about someone going down on him, but, yeah. It goes down that vein. But just the words he used, I was just like, fuck sakes, you're good.
Shout out to Ray.
Yeah, great favorite rapper.
You imagine that's how he blows up?
Just Edmonton, not Edmonton session bass player. He plays bass for Edmonton.
Yeah, strictly just Edmonton.
No, but he plays guitar for Gloom.
There you go, yeah. And then raps and tours around the world.
Yeah. And then he has his rap career. And,
yeah.
He's touring the world right now.
That would be the day. Yeah, man. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to hear new Gloom. Every time you guys just hit that stage and come out with something that I haven't heard yet, I'm in shock because it's just like you really pushed it on this.
I think a lot of it for me was like when I wasn't playing music, I was still obsessed with it, and I took a lot of time. Like I would go to a show and I would watch like how a member of a certain band was performing, or like how they're playing, or how they present themselves, or how they're. And then I started paying attention to songwriting. And one of my friends even told me, he's like, "What do you listen for? Like a song?" I'm like, "Don't," because like it'll ruin music for you. Like sometimes I'll hear a song and I'm like, they should have cut that part in half. It's too long. I'm bored.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like a producer in me going like, it's too long. Half it. Like, and yeah, it's things like that I just those little details that to keep people interested. I think that's kind of the thing. It's keep it interesting, and like I said in the beginning, just we don't walk down with our heads bowed. Yeah. Not out of disrespect, but like. You want to go up there and believe in what you do.
Totally.
That's my whole thing. Like, if you don't believe in it, no one else is going to.
It's a good philosophy. Yeah. I agree with that, man.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to like pump up your guys and like, hey, we're a team. We're gonna go out and do this. Just believe in it.
And that's what they like. You know, like I said, that first show, they were like, they came up to me. They're like, we're nervous. I was like, it's all good. Like, and I mean, our drummer at the time, Doug, he's been my best friend. Like, we went to school our whole lives together. And I remember looking at him like, no, I mean, go out there. You don't fucking bow your head to anybody. Like, we got this, and we and it worked. And it's just and I think a lot of people hearing that might go, oh, they're fucking assholes, they're so cocky. It's like, no, like I will always tell everybody every other band we play with is better than us. Like, and it's just make it fun. And totally. I think that's the bottom line.
And that's what I've admired about like you and any member you've ever worked with in a band or whatever. Like, you guys have always just been so humble. I appreciate that.
I just like I've gotten like pretty attacked in the past year, and I just at the end of the day, like I always maintain the same thing. I was like, I just want to play music.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't want to, if I can, help out friends along this too. Like if I can book shows, get friends bands, all I want to do is play music with friends. Like it's
dude, we haven't played a show together.
I know. What the fuck? What's your guys' summer plans like? We don't have many.
Little open.
Yeah, us too. Okay. Hey, bands. Hey, my band members. Hey, AG's band members.
Totally.
We should do something.
Watch this and be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we talked about playing with you guys already, so.
Of course.
It should happen. Yeah. Well, even before, I was just like, I thought we would have ended up on a stage together at some point last year, but.
Well, the big thing is like, I checked you guys out. And I seen your live perform. Like, I heard your music. I was like, okay, very good. Come out to the show. Like, again, like, before I heard your songs, which was like literally like 3 or 4 days before the show.
Yeah.
I was like pop punk. I think they're pop punk because of where they came from,
Yeah.
and then it's like
Nope.
Yeah, elbows are going flying.
Yeah, no. It's
and I talked you guys up. Like I was like,
Thank you.
We gotta come see these guys, and then sure shit, got a couple bandmates coming out, and they were like thoroughly impressed.
Well, it was fucking weird, like selling out. Like we did the last two or three we played sold out, and it was just like our EP release, especially. I was just like, how the fuck? Like this is something I just was like during COVID. Sat alone at my computer with a guitar.
Yeah.
And now there's too many people that want to see it and they can't get in. And I was just like, that's a cool fucking feeling. And then the challenge was maintaining that all that stuff through all the change happening within the band. And I think we did it successfully. So
yeah, 100%.
We'll see at the first show, but I think we stayed relevant. And that was my biggest fear. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like we have this crazy momentum. And I was just like, okay, how do I keep it without being able to play a show?
Totally.
And I think I did it.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Depending on how you view it, I really liked Polar Park. And I
fucking love Polar Park. I'm so sad. I got to do a job there for work.
Oh, yeah.
After it had closed.
Oh, shit.
So there's some Polar Park memorabilia in my house.
Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. There you go. That place was really
cool.
I'm
so sad. That fucking venue was the best.
Yeah. Along with, I don't know if...
to Dexter in Medical Pilot and whatever other million bands he plays in for always hooking it up there. Like, Straight it was, I loved that venue. I'm so bummed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And the room was good. It was a good price if you wanted to book it. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what's left? Aviary? Temple?
Yeah, they shut down. I've never played Black Bar
I
yet.
did Black Bar with Repulse, Reprise, and Young Link.
Nice.
It was fun. It's a small venue, but like if you can bring 30 people out, you're having a good time.
Dude, those kids slay.
They're so good.
I seen them at Temple with Always Lost in Our Last Crusade.
The last show,
January.
The Our Last Crusade EP release or whatever, or album release.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So heavy.
They slayed.
I think they'll be on our EP release.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
maybe with Conviction.
Oh, there you go.
we don't know when we're doing it, but we know like it'll like, yeah, probably somewhere.
Hell yeah. Nux, dude.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. There's so many local bands that are just fucking killing it right now.
And there's so many who I feel like haven't had the chance to play as often too, and that's kind of our thing. It's like, who haven't we seen? Who haven't we played with? And it's like, no offense to any other bands we played with. Like, we love them all, but we want to play with everybody. Like, we want to bring, when we book our EP release or whatever, we want to bring a show that hasn't happened before. It's like, oh shit, that band's still around. Oh shit, these guys. I want to do something different than like we haven't played together. That's why it works, right?
Totally. I almost want to do a shout out right now. I went to a show on Saturday to see All Else Fails before they go to Mexico, and they had a couple bands there, really good. But one that really stuck out to me was the opening band, Monk.
Okay, I read something about them today on Facebook.
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
what
it's
kind of
like,
music?
it reminded me of Silverstein.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I was like, wow, should play with these guys sometime.
Monk, interesting. Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. Monk, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done a special shout out like this if I didn't believe in what I heard. I was like, this is rad.
Yeah.
It really resonates with me as an emo kid because I was like, I like my hardcore, I like my metalcore, but like some of those songs, man.
Yeah, you just want to go back. Yeah,
totally.
And well, another thing I noticed, you don't see, like, when I was growing up playing music, like, everybody in bands was my age, like kids, but you don't see, I don't know if it's because there's not a place for kids to play, but like you don't see all ages shows that much. You don't see young bands as much, and it's something I've just been curious about. Like, are they hiding? Like, it would be cool to give younger bands, because I remember being like 15, 16 years old and playing with bands that were, my age now, and if I could do the same for another band, like, fuck, that would be cool. But like, where are they?
Well, that hardcore show I went to at Aviary, all ages.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were there
was a lot of young kids
was
there.
Yeah,
interesting.
Okay, so there is a okay, because I was just curious, like, maybe it's like a thing with the younger generation, they don't like the same music, or like, are they, because I noticed with TikTok it's more so single driven, right? Like, you go to these artists that have sold out tours next year, no one's gonna care. Like, who is that fucking TikTok artist in 2020 or 2021, that girl, she had like every fucking Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, okay.
When's the last time you heard about her?
Yeah, this is
right?
true.
And it's
this
something,
is true.
yeah, and it's something like, it's so single driven. I'm just like, I don't know, because TikTok's not really my generation. So I'm just kind of like, is it more so because like it's whatever TikTok finds, and it's so like single driven that yes, they might have one successful tour, or like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I talked about this a little bit with Oliver on the podcast last time. It was or a couple times ago.
Yeah.
TikTok and everyone's attention span.
Oh, dude, I remember this segment. Yeah. And I remember listening going, fucking yes, nobody has an attention span.
And it goes back to almost what you were saying, too, like with the shorter songs. Because I love Between the Buried and Me.
Yeah.
But holy crap.
Yeah.
I got to sit down and listen to like a 9-minute long song. It better be Obfuscation. Yeah. That's the only one.
That's why I don't pass, like when I write 4 minutes max for most songs.
Yes.
There's the exceptions, but
yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Because I do like the odd long song. I'll be like, I'm checking this out. I like this a lot. It's a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But, people's attention spans are just seeming to be smaller and smaller,
and
less and less.
I just put my phone away, just put it down, because like I even noticed that with me, like I wasn't being attentive like in social scenarios, and like so I kind of wonder. I was like, everybody's like a one thumb flick away, and like maybe it's just an attention thing. Like they just I don't know. But if there were kids at the show, like that's cool, because I remember like any weekend you could go to Avenue Theater.
Yeah.
For anybody in Edmonton who knows, Avenue Theater, like you could go there any weekend, it'd be fucking packed, and you'd know people, some of the bands, like, and that hasn't happened since.
Yeah.
Like I've almost felt that with Polar Park. Like there was almost this sense of like community. Like I know Gloom, we got along with the staff really well. And I was like looking forward to like that whole dynamic blowing up, and then the unfortunate news.
Yeah, it's like Station on Jasper.
Same thing, yeah.
Closed
like
down.
we were talking to the promoter there not like a month ago.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed to play there in June.
Jeez. And
yeah.
now you gotta. Oh, wow.
Well, it wasn't our show in June. It was someone else's. They were trying to get us on, but still, like we could have played. I played there when it was the Needle when I was in Point Place.
Right. Yeah.
Who did I fucking play there with? I don't remember. I know all I remember is Fire Next Time was always on the bill. Love Fire
Dope
Next
band.
Time.
Was that like a same setup? Did they have the same setup?
Identical.
Okay. Yeah.
Identical. I liked the Needle a little more. They had a little more like character in the venue.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it sounded so good. It like the green room was sick. You had a side stage bathroom.
Yeah.
Like it was the fucking best. I DJ'd a couple emo nights there.
Nice.
Yeah, so much fun. So much fun. I miss that venue.
Yeah.
And it, like prime location too.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Like there's venues, but they're always in such bad locations, so it like deters, especially for like younger kids. Like I remember growing up going to Avenue Theater, and my parents going, "Be safe," because like it's not the best part of town.
Yeah, totally. Well, I was gonna actually. That's funny you bring that up, because I was gonna mention. Did you go see Parkway Drive with My Children, My Bride?
So I went and saw Lamb of God that night. Lamb of God and Children of Bodom, but I know the show you're talking about because I had buddies at that show. But yeah, I'm at Parkway Drive at Avenue fucking Theater. My Children, My Bride.
Yeah.
I saw them with Life Ruiner. Were you there?
No, I wasn't.
No, fuck. Such a good show. Pawn Shop. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Another venue.
Was Pawn Shop? Okay, what's the other one that they had?
Forge.
Filthy.
So there's Filthy. Well, it's Filthy McNasty's. Then it changed to just Filthy's.
Okay.
So I played there too.
Nice.
So much fun.
Yeah.
But it's hot in the summer.
Oh, I bet.
Then they shut down. Pawn Shop shut down, and then it was called the Forge, but they had like 4 shows shut down.
Yeah.
Industry House I was sad about because I helped build that one. Shout out Ryan Walraven. I love that guy.
And Phil Short.
And Phil, great venue. It's just we need more venues.
I agree. Yeah, Industry House is dope. I seen Counting Among Saints play there once.
Yeah, the couple shows that happened there.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot, that's for sure. The timing too, like during COVID, is just so rough. The bands that survived COVID, props to you.
Yeah, right.
Because it's like that was such a tough time.
Well, I started Gloom in COVID. I remember like we were trying to jam, and we're like, oh fuck, guess we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, okay, well, we're gonna have one just so we're fresh. Like everyone just park. We would like park our cars around. I know this is bad, but like we would park our cars around the neighborhood just so we wouldn't get the cops, just so we could remember our songs, right? Like it's not like it's like, and I'll tell this to anybody: you're more at risk going into a fucking Walmart getting groceries than you are with 5 dudes in your band.
This is true. This is so true.
Yeah, and that was my argument all the time. Is just like I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I know that's what everyone's telling me I'm doing is I'm killing my family and friends, but it's more dangerous going into a Walmart, and I just want to do something constructive during my time, so I don't go insane.
Yeah,
because like the mental health aspect of COVID too, just fucking, and that's what I tell everybody. Like, yeah, I get it. It sounds like an excuse, but like it's good for you, and you'll feel better about it too, right? So that was it helped to just be able to get out here and there.
I agree. Yeah, I'm glad that things cleared up from that because it went for so long. And
well, that
it was
first
worrisome.
show we played at Polar Park, like I remember sitting on my computer and we got FaceTime on the message for it from Dexter, the promoter, and he goes, yeah, it's like the restrictions were like, fuck. And then because they implemented something that it couldn't happen that Friday, so we actually moved it to the next Friday.
Yeah,
and it worked. Yeah, I think except for one band, I found a replacement or something. I can't remember.
Dude, it was that passport kind of thing that they were bringing out.
That's what it was. They introduced the passports, and so they couldn't have any live events for that week.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Thank goodness that's not a thing anymore. I remember specifically having to get that ready for that show because I was like, I'm not missing that show. Like I gotta get what I gotta get to get into that show, and it was so fun.
That was a good show. I had such a good time.
Yeah, that was rad.
Yeah, that was a second show. Yeah, second show was Gloom. We've only played like 6.
That's crazy.
Yeah, only 6.
Whew. And you have so much music out.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, it's just during like the downtime. I was just like, fuck, gotta keep the band going.
Of course.
And I have like an arsenal of songs I'm always sitting on to some degree. So
you're like, gotta release this one eventually. Gotta release this one.
Well, because a lot of these were supposed to I actually almost gave everybody else. I was just gonna be like, take Gloom, take it, fuck it. I don't care. I'm just gonna write my own music and just release music online, and that's the extent of my musical endeavors. And then everything else fell into place. But
of course,
these songs were gonna be for a project called Anchorite.
Oh,
is originally all the new Gloom stuff was just gonna be me, and I almost walked away from this child I created.
Yeah,
but I'm glad I didn't. So.
Yeah, I'm glad, dude.
Yeah,
fuck, so good.
Fuck yeah,
so good. I'm gonna check here.
What are we doing,
dude? We are like right there.
Oh yeah,
I thought so. I peeped here. I'm like, okay,
that's why they call me
close.
perfect.
Yeah, and on that perfect note, we're gonna leave you with your socials.
Okay.
For your band and your personal, if you want.
You can go to all my personals are Shaun Poniwazik. There will be links to Gloom. It's Gloom 780 pretty much across the board. We have a link tree in all our descriptions with any links to social media, music, blah, blah, blah. Just keep an eye out. By the time you're listening to this, our next show, first show back in like a year, will be announced. So get your tickets online. That bitch will sell out. So
hell yeah, man.
Yep.
Sick. Well, thank you so much for hopping on.
Thank you for having me, dude. Of course. Appreciate it.
And thank you so much for listening and checking it out. This is an hour at the house. Woo!
Bye,
Shaun
guys.
from Gloom.